And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Desmond Bane.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. The guard pair, Graham and Alexander Walker. And it's Valanciunas in at center. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage. And you see more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
So Memphis will get the first possession. Morant outside. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Graham, the pass to Alexander Walker. And Bane pulls it down. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Pelicans ball.
To the middle. Here's Graham. Offensive rebound. Yes, that goes in.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
It's Brooks on the wing. The feed now to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's Graham. Williamson dishes to Graham. Comes up empty down low.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Adams. And that one, good.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
The pass to Ingram. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
Here's Bane. The Pelicans make their last shot. Pass to Adams. And here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Graham. And it's Morant missing.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
And it's Ingram missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Inside. Poked loose. Passes it to Bane. Here's Brooks. He dishes it to Adams. Baseline jumper. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And the rejection by Jackson. Down low. Here's Brooks. The shot missing. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Morant passes to Adams. Over to the wing. Here's Bane. He's covered by Ingram. Feeds to Williamson. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Adams, the pass to Bane. Over Williamson. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pelicans trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Brooks outside. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Graham, the pass to Ingram. Valanciunas against Adams. Graham kicks to Ingram. The pass to Alexander Walker. Ingram against Brooks. And it's Ingram missing.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
The Pelicans shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. And Memphis the other way now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Here he goes. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Bane for 3. It's the three-point bomb. Bane's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Adams against Valanciunas. Pass to Ingram. Graham in the corner. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly outmaneuvered.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
Here's Bane against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Brooks dishes to Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
New Orleans gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Satoransky. Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Here's Bain. He's got 9. Morant outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency. And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
That's good from Morant. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Payton for 3. Here's Brooks. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And finished up by Morant.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot that time, not on target. Adams, some nice D. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first. And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And both free throws good for Brooks. Pelicans trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Temple can't get it to go.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Clark right side. 5 on the clock, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
They didn't play well in that second half. Had a big lead, but just didn't sustain the momentum and ended up giving it away. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Clark the pass to Bain. Brooks against Crowder. On the wing, Brooks. He's got 7. Bain for 3. Doesn't go that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Passes to Crowder. Shot to stop the run. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 19-7 run.
2 minutes.
And here's Morant. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Driving inside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Satoransky, and the shot goes down.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Shoots over Crowder. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball. Crowder's got 6.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Crowder against Brooks. The dish to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
Neil, he's seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Grizzlies making the shot.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Checking in for the Grizz, Kyle Anderson.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Clark. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Up at the forward spot, it's Anderson and Jackson. Morant is out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. Grizzlies making the shot. Hayes trying to break free. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be firmly in the practice. And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before him.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Morant against Satoransky. And that one's good. Morant.
The contact. Can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Satoransky. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lets it go with a 3. Melton, no good. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Crowder. And he comes up with the deuce. Crowder's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Melton. Satoransky against Morant. The kick out to Anderson. Jackson passes to Melton. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Satoransky, bounce pass. Now the pass to Crowder. Here's Temple. This one for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Melton kicks to Jackson. Over Temple. Jackson misses. And so Satoransky will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 13. Back to Ingram. Here's Temple. Driving to the basket. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson. He throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Zion Williamson comes in for Crowder. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Satoransky. Free throw drops for Temple. Memphis leading by 10. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ingram wide open. And the lead is down inside single digits. Ingram's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Anderson passes to Morant. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Williamson. Ingram against Williams. Williamson on the follow.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Concha is checked in for Williams. So it's the Grizzlies now. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now, here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. The Pelicans trail. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to Graham. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram left side. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Offline with his three. Melton passes to Anderson to the wing right side. Can they get it? Melton no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Pass to Concha. And the pass to Tillman. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot from 11 feet away. That one a little long. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant right side. Now Melton, 8 points his last outing. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
And it's Ingram missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's Melton. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Alexander Walker. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Morant passes to Concha. And here's Anderson from the arc. And they get it back. Morant kicks to Melton. Sinks the three-pointer.
Anthony Melton.
Melton's got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pelicans trail by 7. Now here's Graham. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
He's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Morant with it. He's got 15. To the paint. Here's Tillman. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And now the Pelicans on the break. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Williamson.
So great to see Zion Williamson out on the wing and coming down the lane. That's a guy hard to stop on a fast break.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Hernangomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Memphis also making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Culver comes in for Milton. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Here's the break. Graham with the ball. Jones covering. And it's Graham missing. Memphis leading by 3. Outside, Jones. Adams in the corner. And here's Jones. Beyond the arc. Graham with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Tillman passes to Jones. Let me remind the audience, Brett Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brett, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Here's Jones. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Pass to Culver. Back to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Adams dishes to Jones. Launches a 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ingram kicks to Green. The 3. Got a piece of it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
For 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Pass to Culver. 1:22 left to play here in the half. Pass to Jones. To the middle. Conchar, good. Conchar's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Crowder comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Satoransky's subbed in for Devontae Green. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Dylan Brooks comes in for Culver. And it's Bain in for Tyus Jones. On the wing, Brooks. The pass to Conchar. Kicks to Clark. Here's Bain. Satoransky covering. And there's the drive. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Teardrop shot, and Adams sends it back.
Man, Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Pelicans trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. And Satoransky kicks to Williamson. Satoransky looking around. 4 on the clock. Crowder from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Seconds left in the first half of the game. He takes it in. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Ball movement was a real factor for them offense. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. Give those opportunity looks, it's in the heaven.
And Kenny, what do you have to say about the Pelicans?
Right now, they're shooting in the low 30s from the outside. In today's style of perimeter offense, that's not enough to score. They have to work on getting better quality shots.